Hello again, everyone. Hopefully, you have some time, you spend some time, and you have already tried to solve the task. Today, again, it's task 5 from variant 1 for snow preparation. And I will try to reveal the truth and reveal the correct answer. If you haven't done it already, then you will just compare my variant, my answer, and yours. Okay, last time I read the text, and this time I will read it sentence by sentence, actually question by question. And it is question 26 today, and I hope we will fill in the gap. Actually, in American exam, if it is an exam and you are going to take this exam in American English, in the task there could be blank instead of the gap. You see this line, this horizontal line next to every question. Be aware. Yes, I would like you to notice that in their exams organized by the British organizations, let's say like British Council, Cambridge, usually they call them gaps. Then in American style, they call them blanks. Okay, we are going to fill in the blanks. We are going to fill in the gaps in this text. And we have the sentence. When you reach N or 26, yes, here must be level of English, you are by definition a highly user of the language. And I recommend that you read the whole text. You spend some time to read the whole text this way, like I have done, ignoring the gaps. And I recommend it strongly because this way you will get the idea what this text is about. And actually we have done it already. Last time I read the whole text, ignoring the gaps, ignoring the blanks, just humming, yes, some melody or something like that. Now I understand that the text is about English, about the English language, and about levels of knowledge of the subject, and about some advice how to continue, how to develop in this area. And now I can imagine something about the idea of the text, about the topic of the text. And this is really important to solve the task like use of English correctly. So we have the variants here. A. Super, adventurous, advanced, accessible. They are all adjectives, so they describe the word level. So what kind of level? And here you see the article before the question 26. Before the question 26. N/A. The developer of the test has done it deliberately in order not to help you which word must be here. I hope you know that if the next word starts with vowel sound, you should put N, the article N, this variant of the article, indefinite article. However, if the next word starts with consonant sound, like super, for example, you should take article a and say a super something, or an adventurous something, or an advanced something, or accessible something. Something means here a noun. This is the word, it's a part of speech, and usually it answers the question who or what, sometimes which. Okay? So let's think together. First of all, I recommend that you just learn the words if you don't know them. Let's say super, could be superhero. Hopefully you don't have problems with this word. Adventurous. Oh, interesting. Adventurous level. Are we talking about computer games or about any challenge like a game? No, we are talking about levels of English, about the levels of the language. Or it's interesting, they could be adventurous. However, I have never ever come across in this meaning. Okay, remember this text is specific and it's specifically about the language levels. Okay, so I do not recommend that you pick up B, A or B level. Let's have a look at C, advanced. Yes, you can read this way or that way. Both variants are acceptable today. And could be advanced level. And if you are into learning the language, you know that, or you might have heard just that there are levels, and they are beginner, elementary, pre-intermediate, intermediate, upper intermediate, advanced, proficiency, and actually, as some people say, it's never-ending process. So some people call them A1 level, A2 level, B1 level, B2 level, C1 level, C2 level, so on. So it can be the correct answer. However, I usually recommend that you check all the options, especially if you have enough time in the exam. Accessible. Accessible means something when you have an access to something. You can have an access to the internet, so the internet could be accessible. Yes? How we can collocate accessible level? Maybe in the computer game, yes. But you are at this level. And another secret I would like to reveal: don't look only at the first part before the gap. Always look at the second part of the text, that is after the gap. Then try to read the sentence as a whole with the variant that you have picked up, that you have chosen. Let's read it. When you reach an advanced level of English, you are, by definition, a highly, of course, if you are at the advanced level, something highly Tata user of the language. And this one we will check on the next slide. Question 27. Let's move forward. Here we are. We have options. A, Professor, sorry, I invented this word. Actually, it doesn't exist. B, proficient. C, professional. D, proficiented. Actually, another invented word. Often, believe me, you have to choose between two options, not between four, because usually it is so difficult to invent the tasks. Believe me, I tried. So the developers, the inventors the makers of the tests usually give two variants that are more or less similar, and they can be confusing. And usually two variants, two options are, let's call them maybe not stupid, but they are so incorrect, they are so wrong, they are obviously wrong. So variant A and variant D, they are obviously wrong. I just invented these two words, they do not exist. And it happens, believe me, in the exams, in the tasks. So usually you will choose between two, not between four. Even having four options, remember, two are usually so wrong then it is obvious. And another two, B or C. And those ones who understand that proficiency and proficient, it's related to the learning, studying, teaching languages, because there is the level of proficiency. And of course this is the correct answer here. However, professional could be confusing here, and you have to check the meaning of this word through the whole text. I mean, I'll be talking here in the text about the professions, about the jobs, about the skills of using this language professionally. No, we are talking about learners. We are talking just about students, pupils. They are the subject of this text. And the levels of the language they are at actually the topic of this text. So that's why proficient, again, is an adjective. Remember, it's important to differ there. What kind of word it is, what part of speech it is. Adjective usually describes a noun, so user is a noun, and it is described by the word highly and proficient. Okay? Because we have decided that professional usually relating to a job that needs special education and training. Okay, it will be in the next text. Well, so, happy? Yeah, let's read the whole sentence and check if you like it. I mean the sentence. When you reach an advanced level of English, you are, by definition, a highly proficient user of the language. And I wish you all one day be at the advanced level, and be able to call yourself a proficient user. For now, I'm going to leave you again with the test, with another part, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye bye.